September 11th, 2020, Friday of the 23rd week in Ordinary Time. A reading from First Letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. Brothers and sisters, if I preach the gospel, this is no reason for me to boast, for an obligation has been imposed on me, and woe to me if I do not preach it. If I do so willingly, I have recompense, but if I unwillingly, then I have been entrusted with a stewardship. What then if my recompense? That when I preach, I offer the gospel free of charge, so as not to make full use of my right in the gospel. Although I am free in regard to all, I have made myself a slave to all, so as to win over as many as possible. I have become all things to all, to save at least some. All this I do for the sake of the gospel, so that I too may have a share in it. Do you not know that the runners in the stadium all run in the race, but only one wins the prize? Run so as to win. Every athlete exercises discipline in every way. They do it to win a perishable crown, but we an imperishable one. Thus I do not run aimlessly. I do not fight as if I were shadow boxing. No, I drive my body and train it, for fear that after having preached to others, I myself should be disqualified. The word of the Lord.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus told his disciples a parable. Can a blind person guide a blind person? Will not both fall into a pit? No disciple is superior to the teacher, but when fully trained, every disciple will be like his teacher. Why do you notice the splinter in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the wooden beam in your own? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me remove that splinter in your eye," when you do not even notice the wooden beam in your own eye? You hypocrite! Remove the wooden beam from your eye first, then you will see clearly to remove the splinter in your brother's eye. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflection.
I am the light of the world. In the darkness all are equally blind, even those with eyes to see. This is just as true in the spiritual life. The spiritual eye is our conscience, and if it is not enlightened by a personal relationship with Christ, we will be spiritually blind. It is in the light of Christ that we see and learn the truth about ourselves, the world, and God. Without the light, our soul is as dark as night. Without a sincere faith, a regular prayer, our souls cannot see, and we can stumble and fall into pathholes of deformation, mediocrity, and mistakes evil for good. How terrible it is to be spiritually blind. Lord, help me to keep my spiritual eye always open wide and focused on you. 2. Giving sight. Jesus restores physical sight to the blind man, but Jesus desires also to open the eyes of the soul. He desires souls to see all good things that the Lord has done for them, not only in the work of creation, but all the more in the work of redemption. For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, John 3:16. What is greater than the incarnation, the paschal mystery of Christ's suffering, death and resurrection, and our subsequent sanctification through the sending of the Holy Spirit. Our God is an awesome God who has done extraordinary things for our sake. Let us always open wide eyes of our faith to see just how good the Lord has been to us, how wonderful the extent of His love for us is. And then, looking with the eyes of faith at Christ, who is our mediator and priest, let us repeat once again with great enthusiasm and conviction: the Lord has done great things for us. 3. A good guide. Jesus appeals to all who have the task of education or authority: priests, civil leaders, lawmakers, teachers, and parents. In his teaching about guides, Jesus urges them to be conscious, to have sense of responsibility, to ask themselves about the right road to take and be the first to travel along it. The right road is the one mapped out by Jesus. He himself said so. No disciple is superior to the teacher, but when fully trained, every disciple will be like his teacher. Jesus presents himself as the model, and anyone who aspires to be a good guide must be the first to follow his conduct and teaching. Light of the world, shine in my darkness. Show me the truth about myself and about you. You have done and continue to do great things for me. Open my eyes to see them. Teach me the humility to always look for ways I can improve and the persistence to make it so. And then, Lord, when I have modeled my life on yours, grant me the gentleness and charity to help others do the same.